Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm John Stockdale, and this is Guitar Explorer. Hope you're having a good day. If not, do something about it. So, today we're going to continue our back to basics. We are doing intervals of thirds, fourths, fifths, and sixes. We know a half step, a whole step, a minor third, and a major third. Okay, open to the third fret is a minor third. Open to the fourth fret is a major third on any string. So let's move on to fourths. And if I were to play an interval of a fourth on one string, it would be a 6-fret spread on any string, which is a great exercise just to play that anywhere on the fretboard. You're used to seeing a 5-note spread because of any major scale or minor scale has either a whole step or a half step on either side of it. So if you're on one string, it's comfortable to play 3 notes per string. And if you play 4 notes per string, then of course you're using one of the fingers twice, or you're using 4 individual fingers. What's really cool about it is the only time that it goes, you do the same note on the next string. If I go F, B flat's going to be the next string. F, B flat on the next string. And the same thing until you get to the G string, where you go down. So here I have A flat, D flat, A flat, and yeah, that's D flat. And then it goes down to C. That can be helpful in a lot of things, especially up high on the fretboard, especially for some fusion players or jazz, bluegrass. Duly noted. Pretty cool. Intervals of fifth on one string's spread is an interval, well, it's an 8-fret spread. I have a pretty small hand. This is almost comfortable in the 10th position with the pinky stretched to the 17th. When you get to the go down a whole step from every string doing that. And then a minor third when you get to here. Kind of interesting, a nice little exercise. Work that chromatically all the way back for a good stretch exercise. The interval of a 6 taught me this when I was practicing on one string. That is it is an interval of the interval of a major 6. If I go from E, well, that's a minor 6, actually. If I go from E to C, which is C to E is a third, and a third inverted is a 6, because 6 plus 3 is 9. E to C is a minor 6, because in the key of E you have 4 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So the note C has been lowered from C sharp in the key of C. That's a 9-fret spread. If you work that across the fretboard, on this guitar especially, that's really something. That's a big spread. You can handle it. But right when you get to the A string, the back of my hand, I have a small hand, hits this horn. So you probably, if you're going to be doing fusion, or if you're going to be doing this kind of thing, you probably need. Here's a guitar where the heel is far away, and you can really get that spread, and it feels really good. That you can, you can work on that. I got a broken string. Got to put a string on this, but you'd have to work out, from that hand to hit this. You want to maybe work on getting if you don't want that hand to hit that kind of wide spread, a flying V is just the way to go, Nothing in the way at all. Something to think about when shopping for a guitar or having a guitar for a specific reason. Here's a guitar where the heel is far away, and you can really get that spread, and it feels really good. You know that you can work on that. I got a broken string. Got to put a string on this, but you'd have to work out. From that hand to hit this, you want to maybe work on getting if you don't want that hand to hit that kind of wide spread, a flying V is just the way to go, Nothing in the way at all. Something to think about when shopping for a guitar or having a guitar for a specific reason. All right, let's go into the next exercise. And understanding a sixth also on one string, when we go from ascending E to C and C down to A is a minor third. Now when you go from here, that is a major third from string 3 to string 2. So that's an interesting exploration right there. Let's go, and if we did an interval of a sixth on 2 strings instead of 1 string like this, there you have it.